And finally, questions about Biden's health persist. This after a video went viral on social media suggesting that President Biden has been replaced by a doppelganger who wears a mask designed to resemble the president.
Replaced by a doppelganger. Replaced by a doppelganger. By doppelganger.
Joe Biden is viewed with skepticism as a human being in some circles, and by that we really mean as a human being. Based on speculative observations that obscure websites constantly spread, an assumption is emerging that is gaining more and more followers. With each observation, it gains more facets. What are the components? On the one hand, behavior and language. Different appearances show different behaviors. Is it just a sign of old age? Often, it looks like he's shaking someone's hand, but there's no one there. Situations where he is extremely confused. Theories are spreading that Joe Biden is a remote-controlled robot because he moves so mechanically. Sometimes he seems frozen. However, given his age, everything is still explainable by ordinary means. But somehow, it doesn't seem to be that simple. The truth may lie somewhere in between, as we will see in the following. What offers much more room for interpretation are the visual differences. Photos and videos show differences in his appearance that can't be explained by the day. Facial features, hair color or hair density, skin texture or ears. Observers have noticed that between 2013 and 2016, features on his face have changed. Changes that allegedly go beyond cosmetic surgery. Because appearance is not just the lifeless image that we see. It's more about the different type that defines us. And there are actually differences to be seen. In some performances, he seems like a completely different person. In others, somehow like he used to be, just a bit older. It is repeatedly mentioned that, due to his physical and mental condition, he is sometimes replaced by a double using advanced mask technology or digital manipulation. In this video here, he looks like a completely different person. Discussions about the health of the 81-year-old have been at the center for a long time. But that's not all. A video went viral on X claiming that he is being portrayed using CIA mask technology. The post shows alleged documents about the changes of both. Allegedly different earlobes, a different chin, a different skin texture, different teeth. He is also said to have changed his signature after 30 years. It's a valid question to ask why someone would change their signature after 30 years, if it's true. In the debate against Donald Trump, Biden delivers a disastrous performance. Biden's speeches lack strength and coherence, suggesting he is out of touch with current events. But what's interesting is what Trump says about Biden later. I have to tell you, he's a different person. He looks different than he used to. He behaves differently than he used to. He's even slower than he used to be. Another so-called conspiracy theory from Trump or a serious statement. On the website The People's Voice, which doesn't have a great reputation for reliable information, an article was published claiming that Biden's family said he died in 2019 and has been replaced by an actor ever since. This article can no longer be found. After that, a Facebook account shared the article and claimed that the story came from cable news network. One of Biden's granddaughters made the claim. When this post received a lot of attention, a cable news network spokesperson said that the network had not made any report of this kind. It's difficult to trace things back afterwards, when anyone involved has an interest in changing the course of events. This means that the possibility that his granddaughter said something like that cannot be ruled out. Even though cable news network wasn't involved in this, the original article can no longer be found, so the details are no longer available. The People's Voice is always known for bizarre theories. They showed a speech by Biden in which he supposedly didn't blink for too long. And that brings us to a topic that will keep the world busy for a long time. Deepfakes. Media content manipulated with artificial intelligence that cannot be exposed as fake without further analysis. Sometimes they can't be exposed at all. We know that this will still be a problem. Take a look at this video of Olaf Scholz, for example. If amateur videos can already be this good, what's to stop some recordings in politics from being created this way? If the politician is not in good enough health to appear in person. The reasoning could simply be that, in the end, it's about the message that needs to be conveyed. What is different for the recipient compared to a real recording if the supposed sender also stands by what was said? Is this the future? Are decoys enough to have a policy? A new era of media content is beginning. In another video, it is claimed that Joe Biden does not blink for 17 seconds this time. Apparently, blinking is an indicator for the proponents of this theory. It's about this video. On average, a person blinks about 12 times per minute, which means roughly every 5 seconds. His age could play a role in how often he blinks. Studies of the full version showed that Biden doesn't blink for even 50 seconds starting from minute 3:13. That's when it starts to get a little strange. For some, that's still not proof of a deepfake. Another video uploaded by the president on X the same day is also suspicious to some people. The video where he talks about gas prices looks completely different from the other video. British Broadcasting Corporation explains in a fact check that this is due to the different lighting conditions. There are clear light reflections visible on his forehead. At first, you might think it's the same session, but he's wearing a different tie. So the release date doesn't necessarily mean it was filmed on the same day. It's still a tricky matter. Whoever Joe Biden really is, there's definitely something wrong with his condition. The doppelganger theory hasn't been proven, nor has it necessarily been disproven. We should already accept that deepfakes are going to be a big topic, maybe soon even a common and permitted tool. But the dangers are clear. At some point, we might even doubt the very existence of humans. It's not like we're just making things up here. Virtual influencers are taking over Instagram. A well-known example is Aitana Lopez, over 300,000 followers, hardly distinguishable from a real person. The Spanish advertising agency that created her earns thousands of euros. She isn't real, but she serves her purpose.